Guys, Season 5, Episode 9. Today, the Knuckleheads are going to be discussing the one, the only, the Marauders. Let's hope Jack takes my 12 orc wives. Did I say that out loud?
Welcome to the 3-time award-winning team building exercise. The reason we were away, we're all at the awards parties. Took us a while to get recovered. Jack got out of rehab. I got my bail posted finally.
Can't stop, won't stop.
We're back. I'm Rob.
I'm Jack.
I'm still Coach.
Yep. And we're here. We're back to talk about the Marauders, Season 5, Episode 9, I think?
Could be.
And, yes, Marauders are all of our favorite faction. We've gone on record many times to say how much we love the Marauders. So, look at the big jowl. Look at his jowl. There's his jowl.
I've come to like the Marauders very much so.
Yeah. He's betrayed the faith. Jack, you always start. Tell us, what have you done with the Marauders? What did you do?
What have I done? What have I done? The question that the authorities have been asking me for years and years, but hey, if I do it in a national park, there's no proof.
On federal land, it's just, you can do whatever you want, right?
That's right. So, preface this by saying, once again, I'm only using the models that I have, and I did not go too heavy into the Marauders because I didn't care for the original sculpts. So, do not take this as a list that don't take any of my lists as one that you would take, but this one in particular because I do not have many Marauders. So we're going to start. I'm going to go with a new leader here that I happen to have a Gruntbot. So I'm going to go with the Gruntbot Gaffer as my leader.
Nice.
Really, just because I happen to have one. Fights on 4+, 3 hit points, 2 armor, size 2, a beefy boy for a leader. Mm-hmm. I got the Buzzsaw and a Ripper Talon, AP 1 and 2 respectively, and Frenzy 1 and Tenacious. So he's a bit of a beast, so I don't mind fielding him. 3 VPs. 24 points, and he comes with the splat called Tinkerer. Now, it does nothing for me because of the rest of my list, but Coach, would you care to let anyone know what Tinkerer is?
So, you recover 1 HP previously lost, or prevent an HP from being lost on a Gruntbot Gaffer, a Gruntbot, or a Stuntbot, maximum once per round.
1 model per round. So you can do it multiple times.
1 model per round.
1 model. Yeah.
Yep. So now, if you don't take a Gaffer, which you did, Gruntbot or Stuntbot, it doesn't matter, but you're taking the Gaffer, so...
At least you got that.
He's like self-serving.
I suppose he can heal himself as he's Dr. Heal Thyself.
Yeah.
With his buzzsaw as he tries to fix himself.
Yes.
Maybe he's got that thing like Ripley had, like that little, you press the button, it's a little flamethrower, and he can fix himself and then keep going.
Or like BB-8.
Yes.
BB-8, remember?
Jack doesn't know.
Yeah, Jack doesn't know what BB-8 is, but that's right.
I know who Ripley is. I don't remember any time she used a blowtorch to heal herself.
No, the blowtorch that was on the thing in
it's
Aliens.
A little handheld. She was, yeah.
Remember the thing? Shut. It went like this. That part.
I've seen Aliens once, probably 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Even though it came out,
you're getting any kind of.
Even though it came out 30 years ago, but all right, Jack.
Well, you didn't see it in theaters. You saw it on VHS.
When we were at Adepticon one time, a little side note here, a sidebar, just us. Audience doesn't. Come on, Rob. Come on. Coach. We were at Adepticon. We were talking to Bill Foreman, and they were talking about something about Alien. And I was standing there, I was nodding, and I forget what it was. And one of them said like something station, and I was like, oh. Rob goes, you know. I'm like, no, I have no idea. He got angry. I was embarrassing him in front of our new friend.
You know what's funny? The time somebody was like,
be the first time.
It's a Death Star, and Rob and Jack goes, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not that out of touch.
His movie viewing ended in 1979.
That's right.
All right.
That's
okay.
right.
So
Once we move down to the troops, I have mob beasts. I have 6 mob beasts.
wow. Now, do you have 6 more beasts?
I
mean, I'm not calling into question, but I'm just for my own for the sake of theater of the mind.
I do have 6 mob beasts, and in
Nice.
fact, I almost ruined 5 of them because I painted them when I was just getting back into painting, and they looked bad. So I took them out. I touched them up, got them all nice, took them outside, gave them the old sealer, and it frosted up so bad it looked like they were made of ice.
Oh, that's
And I was like,
Nice mob beast.
And I was like, "Oh, that's
Tasty.
that's a bunch of horseshit." So then I
He's
I
a
had
bad
to.
man.
Well, that's my honest reaction, and I had to. I tried something.
Horse
I-
pucky.
Blackjack Legacy told me to use olive oil. Cleaned it right up.
really.
Yeah.
Why are you talking to
my,
British people?
Oh, my apologies, sir.
You know what? You would have been cool if you just took them all out and did it like that, and they were all frosted, like frosted Marauders.
Every Marauder I have,
Yeah.
no, but
You couldn't get to it on command, unfortunately.
Yeah.
no. So, anywho, I took 6 of them. Now they're fights on 4+, save on 5+, no armor, but 2 hit points each. Pretty nice. They've got the Chain Maw, which is the Chainsaw Mouth AP1.
There's nothing.
What-
There's nothing bad to say about them. There's nothing.
What can I say? 2-3 speed. They have AP and 4+ fight for 12 points.
Didn't in our previous shows when we got dressed up in tuxes and whatnot, and we had the whole regalia, weren't more beasts in like the top troops when we were breaking it down? We were like, obviously it was like Kalishi, Pathfinder. Well, it was Pathfinder.
Mob beasts were definitely
Mob
up there,
beasts.
but that was also when they were like 6 points. But they're
Yeah.
still worth it at 12
But
points.
even at 12, no, were they that low? Were they?
They were pretty low.
They used to be pretty low.
Okay. Yeah, but it's with the inflation and stuff, it goes up, but it's all right, But at 12 points, they're pretty good. What's a Kalishi now, Rob?
24 maybe.
No,
I don't know. I can't look this
is
stuff
it like
up.
17 or something like that?
They're expensive.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, these guys are pretty good. I would have loved if they had Frenzy or Tenacious. Right? I think they should have Tenacious. Honestly.
Some more points.
No. Tenacious is where you can't break. It's harder to break away.
Right. So you're saying like because
That makes sense.
they are beasts, so they're not good for a lot of stuff, but 2 hit points. I think 12 is reasonable.
Right, and
And it's one of
one VP. That's the beauty of it.
Yes. And it's a troop. It's troop tax. Honestly, if I didn't take any with the bombs, I don't think making them a specialist means that I wouldn't take them with the bombs.
Version 1 mob beast were 5 points.
Version 1 on the card.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, I just said it.
Did they? What in version 1? What did they have? They had the chain maw. Did they have?
I gotta open it again.
Let's go back in the Wayback Machine. Well, why you gotta close it so fast for? What do you?
They had
Paying extra for open windows.
they were 3 plus to fight,
Okay.
5 plus defense. Their abilities were fast. Whatever fast did, I don't remember.
I think fast. You can move 3. I think that's what.
And range F, AP 1. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their Overwatch was sprint.
Mm.
So they'd run at you for Overwatch.
Oh, look at Jack. There's a tear in his eye.
He misses those.
I now I'm remembering. Yeah, that's right. They could be in defensive positions, and if you moved into it, you'd have like, yeah, that was a whole.
You know, I always thought when they were in the Overwatch, like they were just kind of like, just snoozing or just hanging out there, and then somebody runs by, and then like, they realize it, and running after him,
Like throw some meat behind you.
Yeah.
Like junkyard dogs. Just
right. Just,
nuts.
Like you wake them up and, they come flying at you. But yeah, Morbius is just great. And one of the, I know you don't particularly like the sculpts of the Marauders, but what about that Morbius sculpt?
Oh, that's
Classic.
A classic. Yeah. I can see them upgrading them eventually, because they are a bit chunky, a bit. Right. I would like to see Deadzone be blessed with bomb and non-bomb versions, so that you could field the ones that looked the way what you paid for. But that's neither here nor there. There's room for improvement, but I'm not gonna knock what they look like right now. That's for sure. Yeah,
I don't. The one thing I don't understand is like the Morbius bomber at 14 points. If they kept it at 12, and you get your Morbius in there and boom 4, it's not
it's because he's already a specialist, so you need troop tax to use him. So.
Yeah, but if remember we were always saying who would do that, who would do this, but you know what? They're basically a Morbius, and if they die, you get a boom 4 out of the deal. It's not too terrible. You kind of send them in as like a kind of a suicide bomber in there, and then and then if he kills guys, great. If he doesn't blow up, that's a plus.
It's just the at the twice the price seems.
Well, it's
it was
2
more,
points. 2 points more. 14 points.
It was more than I was willing to. Pay
plus troop tax. Yeah, you got to pay troop tax for it.
But you know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. It comes down to it's not bad, but there's better specialists to take that we would want to take.
Right. Speaking of better specialists, I think the best specialist in the list, I took 4 of them. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4.
Can't take 3. You got to take 4. If you like something, take 4 of them.
That's right, Goblin Snipers.
Wow. We are sticking to what models we have.
We are sticking to what we have.
Boy, somebody ordered some crazy boxes back in the day.
He's got how many of those Goblin Snipers are prancing?
I have some that I remodeled a whole bunch. Again, they need to be repainted too. The problem was
Resculpted.
Resculpted too, yes. But after railing against Marauders for years and years on Deadzone, the podcast, I then brought a Marauder list to Adepticon for the lulz. So they were hastily once I got that fool idea in my head, I said, okay, I better paint them up for Adepticon. And so they were not, and the snipers along the same lines are just not great paint job. Anyways, they range 5+, a sniper with 5+ shooting. Okay, bold statement. They got to make it up somewhere. Oh, it's in the fighting. They're fighting. Wait, that's a 7. That's 7+ for fighting, and then save on 6+. So that's pretty trash.
They gotta have armor, right?
No
armor.
No, 2 hit points.
At least
they have 2 hit points.
2 hit points. All right, okay. But they got to be a size 0, right?
No.
Oh, what?
But they do have hacker. I don't understand. As a specialist,
maybe all goblins have hacker. Maybe
probably as comes as a specialist. Where they really shine is they've got a sniper rifle, sniper scope, which range 8 with the sniper scope. It's not heavy.
Well, they're not heavy until you use the sniper scope.
So
that's right. Sniper scope makes them heavy.
Right. But you know what? I hate to say it. I really like that rule. We said it before, where you can go between the two, so you could get 2 shots off, or you could use the sniper rifle. You use the sniper scope and get another 2 dice. I really think that's that's been something we've been saying for a few years.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, it's not like somebody was told that that's not a good idea, and then all of a sudden it comes in 3rd edition. I'm just saying. I mean,
This goes back to the way it basically was first edition. They made changes that, and everyone was kind of like, "Oh, well, why?" And now it's back, which one could argue it's more complicated now. You have the 2 options and stuff, but it's so like intuitive that I think any extra verbiage, and plus they're adding skills. The rule book getting thicker and thicker by the second. So
thicker than a Snicker.
So now, Jack. I mean, since they've lost their AP, right? It's probably like what, 1 VP?
2 VPs.
Really? Okay. Wow.
But only 13 points for a sniper. That's pretty cheap. That's probably one of the cheapest snipers in the game.
But because young Coach Miss Maximus there hit the nail on the head, I gave each of them AP ammo for 4 points each, because if I got to field them, they better at least be able to do something. So I did for 4 times 4 to kid out my little gobbly boys. Hopefully that's a nice, pleasant surprise for someone who thinks these little gribblies don't have it in them to do some damage.
Hey, listen, I tell you what, the goblin snipers always do work, but they never make it to the last round.
No.
I always have a hard time because they're too short.
They're too short to hit, but they're also too short to shoot. So they're at this crossroads of they have to put themselves in the worst, in the worst positions.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter anymore. You got a cylinder, so no big deal.
Yeah, but you put them up like on a walkway with a wall. They can't see over the wall.
Yeah, they can't see enough to. But anyways, I kind of like them.
And you have
Georgie, you'd be happy to hear that.
Yeah, and you have.
Hey. Where is Georgie?
Yeah, where is Georgie?
Suspicious, absent.
This is going to bring a lot of people on the internet have been saying that Rob Berman did the voice of Georgie the Goblin. So this is going to fuel some
that's right.
speculation.
Rob's gone. Georgie's gone. Coincidence?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'll be honest with you. I've never seen them in the same room together.
No.
Rob Berman and Georgie, nope. Never in the same room together.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys didn't go that year, did you?
No.
So anyways, my next specialist, a Commando Skyscraper.
What?
Because I happen to have one. But
Kickstarter.
It is good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rob showed up with one, and he was like, I don't know. It's not painted because it's made of metal, and I primed it when I did a bunch of other stuff, and I forget what happened, but I put it away, and then all these scuffs all over it, so I have to prime it again. But anyways, it is 5.54, not bad stats, 2 hit points, size 1.
Now,
on a 40.
Which one did you pick, Jack? Because
there's so many options.
There's 74 of them.
That's and you know what? It wasn't until why is there so many options? I don't know.
Maybe because they came out with new sculpts, and
I was
lots of things have new sculpts, but this literally has like every option in the book.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 options for Commando Skyscraper.
I was under the impression that they were only going to be
9.
having in the book
8.
They were only going to have in the rules models that you could build, and I've seen skyscrapers with 2 handguns, and I've seen them with shotgun.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, is it a new model that has the missile launcher, flamer, or HMG? I've never seen those.
There must be in the works.
Yeah, I've never seen these models, but it must exist.
Well, I mean, I would have seen them if they sent me the firefight starter, which they said they sent it to me 6 months ago, but I didn't get it yet. So
that's Rob Berman. Rob Berman who sent that to you.
Rob Berman said I was getting it, and then he dipped.
He's gone.
Yeah.
So
There's nothing we can do about it.
no, we can look at that spilt milk and just keep a stiff upper lip.
You could either clean it up or step over it. So
That's right. Or let a mob beast lick it up.
mm.
So aerial deployment.
It's called a chain more. So which one did you pick, bro?
I'm going to get there.
Okay.
Aerial deployment. We all know and love aerial deployment. If you don't know, I can't help you there. Evade and jump pack. Evade kind of makes sense. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
If you're
diving in the air. Yeah.
I took the Commando Skyscraper Specialist with the missile launcher, range 4, explosive frag 3, 20 points, 2 VPs. Now, again, I don't have the missile launcher model, but I don't think they get made, so that's why I've got a little carte blanche here to
working the system there. All right, I see what I'm picking up.
That shotgun. That shotgun he's holding looks like a shotgun, but it's not. It's a missile launcher.
Yeah, it's got little missiles in it.
You are mistaken. So, Rob, I got a question for you. If a missile launcher is explosive with frag 3, does that make it heavy?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, right? New edition, you know what I mean? Like in the new edition.
Oh, you want to check just to verify the rules in case there's something that's slipping through the cracks.
That's Rob's job. So, all right, missile launcher. How many did you take, Jack? I'm sorry.
Just one.
Just one? Okay. 2 VPs? That's not bad at all, man. 20 points? It's all right.
Yeah, and honestly, I as sculpts go, it's kind of neat. It's on the back end of
explosive is not a heavy.
Okay.
It's not heavy.
Okay, good. So that's good. But the thing, you know what? It's weird that I'm surprised that they move on 1 to 2. I thought they move like 1 to 3.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. A little slow for a guy with a big jetpack on his back.
Well, maybe instead of like a lot of lateral movement, he does a lot of like serpentine. It's all like.
Well, with aerial deployment, you're already in.
Yeah, you're not going to have to move much anyway.
Right, you're giving people the business as it is. So
you're probably going to land really high up, 4 squares away from somebody,
right.
So you can missile launch them first turn.
Yes. And then last but not least, I took Boomer.
Whoa, good for you.
Oh, it did it, and Boomer's not even here.
No, and that's good.
Boomer's awesome because he gets like unlimited grenades.
Right.
That is awesome.
So you could actually, when you think about it, you could throw 3 grenades.
Yeah.
He's got toxic grenades, which that's wild. That's Veerman.
Unlimited toxic grenades. Yeah, so it's adding smoke screens and making people only have 1 hit point.
Toxic 1, yeah.
Or 1 less hit. What is it? It does extra wound damage.
One extra wound. So like if you get wounded, it gives you an extra wound. It's like you're opened up and the toxicity gets into you.
It's not as bad as it used to be, where it give like 1 hit point. So like a Plague Lord stepping in used to be.
Yeah, he's 1 hit point. That was so stupid, man. This is so much better.
But I can understand. Before toxic was so rare that when it had to be
like
powerful,
one thing had it,
But
and it was hard to use because it was only on wasn't it only on the Asterians, and you can only do it at the end of the turn, so it was
they dropped it on themselves.
Nobody was smart enough to do it.
Yeah. But since everyone wanted to play with the new toys, they said, "Well, we can't.
The Asterians it was a pain in the ass because it was at the beginning. So like you drop it and then step out, and then like you couldn't step back. So it was like now you could run up and just drop it. That was Coach's seal of approval on that one, man. That was fantastic.
But yeah, everybody has toxic now. It's like they just started. Any kind of Geneva Convention was thrown out the window. Everybody's gassing each other now.
Just making it rain toxic.
Everybody's peeing on rags to be able to breathe.
How about throwing 3 stun grenades and making 3 guys not be able to go this round? Yeah. Oh my god! Imagine you got like say Goliath, and he just and this is for you, and this is for you, and this is for you. You know what I mean? So
if you could full 4 Forge Fathers in a square and throw a stun grenade in there.
No, that would really screw up people, or people with
Yeah.
like huge armies with like you can't separate guys, like zombie armies or something. You'd just be screwed.
Yeah.
But
If he had aerial deployment, forget about it. That would be something.
His stats aren't great. He's got 3 hit points, which is pretty decent. But Boom 3 as a default.
Yeah, that's the final solution.
And Engineer.
Not that Boom 3 would ever come into play because you have a 6+ fight stat, so you have no chance of Boom 3 going off if he gets into combat. You know?
But had the mob beasts not been specialists, I could have done a whole bunch of bombs and him Boomer and just made something like a suicide vest version of the. But yeah, Boom 3 Engineer and 16 points.
Yeah, no,
yeah, he's cheap. For a legend, like that's cheap.
Should we just go down in history and say Boomer is the greatest legend in all of Deadzone? Is that?
Oh, just in general, I think that's true.
Pound for pound.
He's up there. He's in the top 5.
Yeah.
So, but so there we go. I have 13 troops and 21 VPs. 200 on the nose. So yeah, that is my list.
Yeah,
not optimal, but I scavenged and scrounged and got something.
Yeah.
Well, that's all you can ask for. With that, we'll be back after this break to have my list and coaches, and then we'll go on from there.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt, but have you heard of Dragon's Tome? Introducing the Dragon's Tome. Join your hosts, Jack, Chopper, and Rob, as they go down a nostalgia rabbit hole, the only YouTube channel to look at every Dragon magazine in chronological order. If you'd like some fantasy shenanigans, search for Dragon's Tome on YouTube. You can also find us on Twitter, @Dragon's Tome, or email us at dragonstomepodcast@gmail.com. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
All right. We are back. That was Jack's list of inventory of what he had, and he's been using it. He's been sticking to it. So now we go to the Taskmaster. Taskmaster, what you got?
Well, it's going to sound sort of familiar at the beginning, because I was like, when Jack was saying his list, I was like, oh god, do we have the exact same list?
Right.
We don't. We have close to be the same list. I, too, chose the Gruntbot Gaffer.
Oof. All right. Thank
Because
God
he's a
I'm on the show. Good.
Recon 6+, TAC 1, Tinker. We talked about him already. He's a Gruntbot. Never use that stupid helmet, but it's all good.
Did you do it with or without the helmet? Did you do it with or without?
Jack?
With the helmet, because it's got the thing that opens up and you can see the little guy inside.
But the helmet looks like a giant version of a goblin.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to put a dome on him. I don't know if I ever did. I thought I might have put a dome on him.
Oh, like a Mars Attacks type deal?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been pretty sweet.
Yeah, it would have been good.
Yeah.
But
anyways,
you know what would have been
Captain.
cool if they put it like an orc head, so he pretends he's an orc, but it's actually a goblin inside of it. I have 2 with it, and I have 1 without because I didn't get the helmet in one of them. It didn't come in it. So.
Well, he could be the gaffer, the one without the helmet.
Yeah. No, well it's for me it's the Grumpbach Georgie. I'm loyal.
Oh, there you go. So I took Mob Beast also because for troop tax, Mob Beasts are the best.
Mm-hmm.
I took 4 of them, 4 Mob Beasts, and for all the same reasons, but mostly because they're pretty cheap troop tax, and they're better than Commandos. I hate Commandos. I think they're stupid. Oh. What the? Who the? No?
Where's he been?
Just trying to interrupt me? He just pretends he's here just to annoy me. I'll continue on then, Georgie.
Keep going. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Just a ghost in the shell situation here.
Since I took 4 troops, I took 4 specialists.
Oh.
And they would all be grunt bots. 4 grunt bots.
Why did you take grunt bots?
Because I get to heal them, and they're grunt bots. Mm-hmm. This whole list is all goblins, except for the mobbies, but they're goblin pets. Buzzsaw, Talon Ripper. I'm not used to this. I'm not the one who gets interrupted. Points wise, one of my grunt bots ended up with a medipack. Because I had 4 points left over. Which leads me to my support. My very last thing. It's a stunt bot. Tank Ripper.
You know, it's crazy that he's interrupting you during all the goblin stuff.
Well, he's interrupting me. Let Jack talk this time. But the Tank Ripper is 1, 2, 5, 5, 5.
Boomers. Boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors.
I tolerated this one.
Boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors.
Comedy rule of 3.
Boomers, rumors. Hey, everybody. Well, welcome to another episode of Boomers, Rumors with your host, Boomer. Hello, my mate. Well, what's up, mate?
Jack chose you in his list?
Jack. I hate you slightly less.
That's the best you can hope for.
You know what? I think we've come somewhere. That's some affirmation right there. We're making headway a little bit here.
Yeah. So what's the skinny? What's the news?
I have a rumor.
Is it a big rumor, a small rumor, big rumor? Like...
It is a huge rumor. Okay.
Yes.
My friend got this information from me. Do you want to know his name?
Sure.
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, good.
Is it Rob Berman? Is this why he's gone? Did you get him fired?
Wait a minute. That's the rumor that he's leaving Mantic. How did you know?
Oh,
it's true.
We didn't do a podcast last month, so
it would have been a lot hot out the press at the time.
Yeah.
It's been sitting on the desk for a while. Boomer, when you come back, don't forget you're Australian.
I know, mate.
He's been naturalized. This is what you did to him.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody says.
Wait a minute. Oh, that's the only rumor I have.
But you know what? Next month you'll have another one. Who did you usually get your rumors from that we can look forward to? Because if you couldn't get more rumors, you wouldn't have a segment. So who?
Well, I got my rumors from Rob Berman.
Oh no!
You're ruined. You're
gonna call him at university and be like, "Give me a rumor." And he's be like, "Well, Cheryl's dating Joey." And...
The Tri-Lambs are coming back.
That's right. There's a big party at Alpha Datum.
What should I do, mate?
You know what? You can still get your rumors from him. I don't think it'd be a big deal.
I suspect what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to just call Mantic headquarters. Whoever answers, just start grilling them.
That's a good idea.
And as soon as I get sick of hearing from you doing that, then you just disguise your voice. Like, you've got a pretty distinct, like that Australian accent would be hard to hide. I understand that, but you should then just, once you get past the front desk, just ask for like, oh, I need to talk to
rumors department,
resin casting, or marketing. You just weasel your way in there,
and then just say like, I need the newest stuff stat. It's for the PCM report, and they'll have to tell you.
You know what, Jack?
Subterfuge.
Jack, I don't like you, but you have a good eye, mate.
Jack, you got to be careful. You said when you're going to grill him, he thinks about like cooking them. You got to watch what you say.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to lose any more people at Mantic.
Yeah.
I guess it's Mantic to hire me.
Oh.
Oh,
You could be the house hobgoblin. Just go around doing their dirty work. Cleaning their shorts.
working in the warehouse.
What do you think I am, an unpaid intern?
Well, to be an intern, I think you have some rights. I think you're just unpaid.
Well, this has been awesome.
Boomers, rumors.
There we go.
Boomers, rumors.
Georgie's on point, man.
Boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors, boomers, rumors. Boomers, rumors.
Ooh, no, Georgie. The rule of three.
We love you, Jack.
We all love you, Georgie.
I don't love him. Shut up, Boomer.
You tolerate him.
Should I leave now?
No, give us the big catchphrase and dip.
Oh yeah. Excelsior!
It's been a while.
Well, the hoarse
I
voice.
think he blew it. Yeah, he blew it. His voice is at Excelsior.
blew a gasket. I love that Georgie the Goblin has left the meeting.
Stuntbot, Tank Ripper.
You got the Tank Ripper? Okay.
Armor 3, hit points 5, size 4.
Rob's,
5.
Rob not used to getting interrupted. You know, I don't think he likes it.
I'm just going right back into it. Hugh Cannon, range 12, AP 5. Hugh Cannon, range 12, AP 5. And a Thermal Cannon, range 4, AP 1. The beauty of this, fire control. You can fire them both. Frenzy 1, Walker. This is a beauty of a vehicle. And this list is my tribute to Mobile Arm Radio. So I'd like to give a shout out to those wonderful people.
Oh.
Visit Mobile Arm Radio on all your podcast catchers.
I still don't know what Brian's talking about with those animes. It's a very weird, like, wormhole that you go down through. It's
He does have an intensive knowledge of every anime ever.
And hentai.
Well, he doesn't like to call it hentai, but we know it is.
Somebody perked up, Jack.
No, that was.
I'll start listening. Talks about hentai.
No, because Brian is such just a genuinely nice guy. Like it's funny, and then I was like, oh, that's a good joke. I was like, oh, that's a good joke, and I was like,
It's not a joke.
oh, but that's
He's got dark secrets.
but poor Brian. Imagine, yeah,
I don't want to imagine. Thank
Imagine there's no
Or-
anime.
innocent Brian, who, as we're recording this, is going to be at Michigan GT. That's going on this weekend.
I gotta tell you,
happening
man.
as we speak.
I gotta tell you, I'm listening to that thing. I wanna go one of these years. You know, it's like.
Was
you
he
know,
good?
But all
Could've gone.
all of them are during football season, which is
Well.
kind of racialistic, you know.
They do it to keep you away.
I guess.
Adepticon. It's coming up fast.
Yeah. Well,
6 months.
I have 10 units, 4 troops, 4 specialists, and 1 support, and a leader. And 19 VPs, 200 points on the dot because of that med pack.
nice.
And yeah, I couldn't give him ammo because nobody can shoot. I got a buzzsaw, Ripper Talons, chainsaw, buzzsaw, Ripper Talon, buzzsaw, Ripper Talon, and Hugh Cannon and Thermal Cannon, but he can't have items. So my only shooter is my stunt bot. This is a punchy list.
Yeah.
That's a beast of a list. That is a nasty, nasty list.
I actually had 6 mobbies originally, like Jack did, but then I was like, wait, if I get rid of 2 mobbies, I can get another grunt bot. Why do I have so many troops? I don't need that much troop tax. So I figured it out. Anyways, Coach, what did you do that is completely different than what we did, thankfully?
You know, thank God I'm on this show, man. You know what I mean? It's like, you know. I just want to say though, Rob, if I may, I'm glad that you took the stunt bot. Which one is it? The Ripper? Because you got the Hugh cannon and the thermal cannon, right? Is that the one you took?
Yes. I took the Tank Buster. I think it's Tank Ripper. Tank Ripper, yes.
Tank Ripper. That's pretty
Yep.
much. There must be an echo in here, but
You just said Ripper. You missed the word tank. I think the tank part's important.
Stuntbot Ripper. It's the Ripper. That's what
Guys,
Judas
I
Priest
believe that's the tank bot Ripper.
Stuntbot Tank Ripper.
Oh, the stank bot Rip Tickler.
Stankbot. Boot.
I think it's the Stinkbot Tank Ripper. Or
He's the second
Tank
most
Ripper.
expensive. The Gripper is more expensive because he's got a Hugh Cannon and a big claw. But
Why do they call
I
him
don't
the
know why it's
Gripper? I
3
wonder why
points
they
more.
call him the Gripper. He's got the big
But why
claw.
is he? Yeah, that's very 40K. It annoys the fuck out of me. Sorry, I swore. 40K.
Oh.
40K makes me angry.
I don't care. You know what? I'm not even. You know what? I'm gonna put a disclaimer on. I don't have time to do this.
Why is that 3 points more? Just for you lose a thermal cannon and get a big claw,
Tenacious.
and one more VP.
Wow.
It's not worth it.
What?
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Mm.
Anyways, yeah, Coach, what did you do?
I did some stuff. You know what I mean?
What
So-
leader did you pick?
You know what's crazy? It's like I don't know which list to pick.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's like you
That's
guys-
why he's trying to rush us through the first part. Is because he's gonna have like 8 lists.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's yeah, you guys, man. It's just, you know, I mean, why not both? We could do both.
Just do it. You're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to see something though. I wanna see something here.
Oh, maybe
No
we gave
making
him,
lists during the show.
I'm not.
Maybe-
Just wax poetic. Go ahead, Jack.
Maybe we gave him some food for thought, and he's
No,
thinking a little bit of.
I'm
okay.
trying to just.
Don't go that far. Come on.
Yeah. How dare you?
You know.
You bring nothing to the table, either of you.
I am the table.
And you smell of Ethelberries. Oh man.
Jack, you're supposed to be vamping.
Oh, Stinkbot Taint Ripper.
That's the
good one.
that's the best one yet.
Okay.
There's also Slashers, which is named after a boat, and Shredder, which is named after a Ninja Turtle villain,
Mm-hmm.
and the Stuntbot optional upgrade, my favorite type of Stuntbot. He's cheap.
The optional upgraded one.
Yep.
But that is I do like the Gruntbot model quite a bit, and I think it's I think it was the cusp of when they really decided that the Marauders needed a little bit of a readjustment.
I think it's silly with that head. It's silly.
Which with the Gruntbot?
Gruntbot, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think I have a Stuntbot. I've never had a Stuntbot,
Really?
which is amazing. Out of all
No.
the things I have, I don't have a Stuntbot.
No, that's now
It's
you're
weird.
going way
Yeah.
too far for the comedy.
I might have to steal one from somewhere.
No, they were. I remember
They were-
going
yeah,
to
rare.
Adepticon, and
Yeah.
was the first time I saw one in real life because they were ultra rare.
Because even when we did what's it called, Mech Zone, we were given a lot of mechs to build mechs out of to do the game for Adepticon, and we weren't given any Stuntbots because they just didn't have any. We
Right.
didn't get any Stuntbots.
Well,
Like
the
I think I still have Forge Father ones laying around because I got so many. But
The
I never got any-
the
we never got a
Stuntbot
Stuntbot.
was like that came and went so quick. Like they made the run, and then they were gone. So
I assume they're making more for the Firefight box sets. But
yeah, well, I mean, like I got one when they re-came out.
yeah, they sell them
Yeah.
separately now. Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
yeah. I've never bought one. I probably should. Maybe
And
at
it's a
Adepticon, if I remember. Probably not.
Fun model. It is a little
It is.
on the on. I don't want to make Rob angry again, but it is a little on the like a 40K type of.
Really? I don't think so.
I think it looks more like Dust. It looks like a Dust model to me. Like one of the Russian like a bigger version of the Russian Toads from Dust.
But I think if it was
Kinda
more 40K,
Squared off.
there'd be more accoutrement on it.
Skulls?
It's very not skulls or spikes or chains and whatnot. You
Big
know, like,
big metal maws on the front.
Pendants.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
those are actually not those are not striders. There's something else. But anyway, all right, ready? Let's do
Yes,
it.
we are ready.
All right, so here we go.
We fluffed a lot. I hope we're keeping
No,
that in.
I was just trying to think about something, but now I know what I'm going to do. So we're going to start off with. I'm glad I'm on this podcast. I don't know what you guys are thinking. That's my usual. All right, so we're going to go with the Ripper Warlord. All right, moves on a 1 to 2, 5 range 5+, fight on a 4+, survive a 4+, armor 2, hit points 3, which is nice. I don't know why these guys are so big and they're only size 2. I have an issue with that, but we'll get to that. All right. The reason I was on the fence was the Rampage. A leader
This is a Rainmaker suit, right?
kinda.
Why is he size 2? He should be size 3,
Right.
for sure.
But
That's ridiculous.
he's a Rainmaker, and he is also a not just a Rainmaker, what's the other thing? Mauler. I'll tell you why. All right. So he's got, let's go, Rampage, which I'm not too happy about. Recon 6+, which I know this is a kiss of death for Jack there. He is
He
solid.
took one 6+.
He's solid, but he's also Tactician 2.
Gruntbots are only size 2 also. I think they should be size 3.
But they're goblins, so
But they're goblins in a giant suit.
They're goblins in a giant suit for a goblin.
Yeah, but even so, it's quite large.
Yeah,
It's not small.
I don't know. Plus, it's on a 40 mil base.
Wow. Let's not speak of bases.
Yeah. So now he's got attack 2, which is nice. All right. He's a leader, obviously. He's got the rotary cannon, range 5, no AP, weight of fire 1. He also has the buzzsaw, which is close combat, AP 1, frenzy 1. So he's got the rotary cannon in one hand and the buzzsaw in the other one. So he's like a like I said, he's a combo of the Rainmaker Mauler. He's like half and half. So because he's got the buzzsaw that the Mauler has.
Yeah.
So that's one there. His splat is none shall pass.
I don't think there's enough words in
Wait,
this.
wait, Jack, come on. Let me finish. Okay. I got it. This is what I was thinking about. So we have none shall pass. For the first time in history of team building exercise in all the years that we've been doing it, as you know, the Marauder episode usually goes up for one of the prestigious awards. Breaking the mold of the show.
This was one of the best episodes we did, I think, the first season. And didn't we lose it? I think it was the last episode.
Yes.
We had to redo it.
Yeah, that was the one with the garbage can and everything.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
So
I think that was Georgie's introduction.
Yeah. So none shall pass. I'd like to, for the first time ever, forego going over this until the hate.
Okay, you don't want to even speak of it yet.
Yeah. So
Okay.
next, what I did was I took 2 Commando Brawlers. Okay. I took the one for 13 points, which has, so they have a range of 6, which they have a pistol, so it doesn't matter. But it always happens where a range of 6, range 3 pistol on a 6+ always seems to kill stuff. Kind of like plague shooting, always seems to kill stuff. So for whatever reason, I just discredit the 6+. It doesn't matter. It does, because it always works. They got a 4+ fight, which is nice. Survivor 4, no armor, 2 hit points, size 1, 25 millimeter base, small base. Like I said, they have a pistol. They do have a heavy blade, no AP, but frenzy 1. Okay, so 4-up fight with frenzy 1. It's pretty good. I don't mind that. All right, so I took 2 of those, and then coming in hot, I had to take 3 more beasts. You just have to do it. We already waxed poetic of them, so we'll move on. I did take 2 skyscrapers as my specialists. I took the ones with the HMGs. And
Go for the classic HMG move.
Yes. But the thing I
No hollow sights anymore,
no
is there?
hollow sight. This Man,
That was that what was it? The old Commandos with the hollow sights
Yes,
and HMGs. It
yes.
was like the cheap snipers.
yeah. That was. I got to tell you though, I don't care what anybody says. Hot Dice is the originator of that.
He did. He destroyed me at your one tournament with
Yeah,
those.
yeah. He that was Hot Dice was coming in hot with that one. Not that it helped him in his other games, or any other game since.
But it was a nice combo.
Yeah.
It was a classic.
So the Commando, a 5.54 across the board, 2 size 1, range 6 HMG suppression, and weight of fire 1. On a 5-up shoot, we're talking big money. All right. So that was what you used to do. Hollow sight and range weight of fire 1 was
And suppression, yeah.
But here's the thing: I like the mobile. The thing everybody discounts, which I don't agree with, is the enforcers have the jump packs. And all right, so you guys are like me. I know we're all kindred spirits. When we play Deadzone, it's usually a ton of stuff on the table. When I see guys do tables or they show their stuff on Facebook and they're like, oh look,
One
this
level.
and that. Yeah. And I'm like, you really gotta get level. You gotta get 3 to 4 levels minimum. Because at least 3 by minimum. 2 or 3 buildings, size 3. If you can jump across it, you know what I mean? Like, say it's one of those things where a guy will chase you up to the top level and he's about to come up and fight. Maybe he has agile getting through that one level, and you jump to the next level and he can't get to you. There's nothing better than that. Or you jump to the next level and the guy comes up and you get clear shot at him.
Or you can jump also off buildings because it acts like a parachute. So you don't,
Right.
you gain tons of distance by just jumping off a building.
Yeah, I think that's like I've said it. I've been saying it since we started the show that the jump packs are just really important if you're really playing the game. Now some people I talk to are like, well, we don't play it that way. I said, well, then the whole point of the jump pack is null and void because you should play it with.
Yeah, you have to have multiple levels. That's the whole point of Dead Zone. That's why Dead Zone's so unique is the multiple levels.
Right.
So
It's the CQB. You know what I'm saying?
There are so many of the plank walkways and stuff in the kits. So like everything's usually connected quite a bit. So it just seems the more terrain you put down, and the more of those things you get, the board looks so good when you just start putting those gangplanks around. I don't know. Sometimes it's like, I wish it was just a little less of those walkways so you could do that kind of thing.
Oh no, Andrew hates the walkway. I love bridges, boy. I have about 8 of them that always has to go in the game, and I have so many more left. And then with the Tycho Kickstarter from Corvus Games, I printed about, I don't know, I actually put it on the FDM. I put the longest ones together on a diagonal so it fits the whole thing, and it's like maybe I'm getting like a 9-inch walkway across. So it really what I like is we've done where we could do something in the middle, but then you have like, say, walkways going here on first level, then this way second level, then this way on the third level. So kind of like a corkscrew from the top. And it's hard with these hands to get in there, but it's when you look at it, you
Jack his ham hands.
Oh my god, you need those clippers. They're like $20 a piece. Those long tongs to move it. I saw somebody at Adepticon had it, but yeah.
I think that was a Rick Hall or one of his crew's invention. I looked over, what the hell is that guy doing? And he was in the building, out and around and over, and I'm like, oh my god, it would have been a disaster.
It's a game changer.
It really is. It really is. But you ever do that where you set up perfect and then you just go like, you're like this and
Knock the whole building over.
You just turn a little bit like this, and then it kind of like makes a domino effect and everything just falls. So yeah, but yeah, it's that's the way you got to do it. So that's what I'm saying. The skyscrapers right now with this, with their range of moving over the mobility, and then with a range of 6 on the HMG, there's no one you can't reach out and touch on the board. It's like we were saying before. The thing too is they have aerial deployment. So if I drop these 2 guys in, and they get close enough where, like you were saying, like say first round, if you know, I mean, with my commander, I got attack 2. Let's say I get 2 extra activations, or one. You know, I'll go first. This guy will drop in. Okay, he'll be here. He'll suppress that cube, and then the other guy drops in, suppresses another cube. Now we're talking. Now we're in business. You know what I mean? So even with, like, say, rats or plague moving up so fast, and you suppress them first, give you a little bit of
pull them down a bit. Yep.
And they're agile enough to get the hell out of there when they're done. So, you know, they I really
they're not like the GCPS guys who get stuck.
Yeah.
They're fodder. These guys can get the hell out of there once they're done.
Well, some of them do, but some of them do have, like, they have the jump pack afterwards. I'm not sure. The more expensive guys do. But yeah, for 18 points, it's not bad. You know, you basically it's a commando with the jump pack and an HMG. But for 18 points, you know, what's the commandos? Just a regular commando rifle is 11 points, 14 points for
HMG,
a HMG. So this dude's 18, 4 points. For me, you know me, I'm cheap with this stuff.
Evade, aerial deployment, and jump pack for that many points.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. I think I'm cheap when it comes to this stuff, and I liked it a lot. So there we go. So what was that? Ripper, Brawler. I talked about the Brawler Morbius, right? And then I went with a stunt bot.
I thought you might.
Yeah. You know what? You got to take like the taint stinker or the stunt bot tank Ripper. You got to take the hue and the thermal, because if you don't take either one of them that has at least 2 guns on it, 2 shooting weapons, all right, you've basically wasted something. So, like,
it's the only ones.
The stunt bot shredder has an auxiliary flamer. Then he has a buzzsaw and a big claw. And the auxiliary flamer is only 1 use. Mm-hmm. So you've just wasted fire control. All right, it's 43 points. For 1 point more, you take a Hue Cannon thermal beamer.
It's not even a question.
Yeah, I don't understand that. And then the other one is the Hue Cannon and the big claw. So if you get an extra shoot action, you could shoot the Hue Cannon twice, and then maybe the thermal cannon once if you wanted to, or whatever, you know, wherever somebody is. I mean, the Hue Cannon's AP5. You know what I mean? And
the thermal cannon is a worse version of a Hue Cannon. They're pretty much the same, but it's a shorter range and less AP.
Yeah.
That's all.
But that's also, it's weird because I think it should be better on the stunt bot, just for the fact that, like, thermal cannons can be carried by enforcers, you know?
I think your thermal cannon should have it burns, I think. It is thermal.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
But AP5, come on. Like, I know...
That's the Hue Cannon, yeah. They're awesome.
You know, when you're getting up to AP5 for the Hue Cannon and
there's a reason they call it the tank stinker. It's gonna kill some Forge Fathers.
You know what? I'll say this, that when you have that, like, or now that the you take Peacekeepers as troops, you know, then it's like, you know, so I'm going to shoot
get through their armor.
I'm going to shoot at 2. I'm going to shoot at 2, you know, 2 Peacekeepers, or maybe if I get the leader, I can shoot at him with an AP5. You don't have to worry. They got to roll naked. You know, I know they're rolling on 4s, but still, you know, what's like a Peacekeeper with a shield? You're at armor 3. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it's negating all armor pretty much. Right. I don't think anything has more than AP5. So,
no,
the armor 5. I think armor 5 is the most. I think.
Yeah, I think that's the Forge Father. So,
yeah,
you know, now you look at this.
Unless they OP'd some of the nameless, but I don't think so.
Yeah. But the Hue Cannon's range 12, so what is it? Like, does it wrap around the board or something that you can get it? You know what I'm saying?
It's like
the back wall and bounces back.
Right.
Dark Side's beams where they just keep zipping around. That's what it's like.
Yeah, so that's why you got to take that. I'd be remiss if I did not take Boomer. But I did.
You did take the Boomer?
I did take the Boomer. All right.
The Boomer.
He is good.
Yeah, we talked about it. Just the unlimited grenades. I love the model. So, you know, and just the fact that stank ass is dropping toxic all over the place just makes me happy. So
I'm glad you brought that up. I was pleasantly surprised they dropped the whole he was so stinky. Remember he used to have, when he first came out, a field around him that was.
He still does. They just don't write about it, but it's still there.
Coach has to live with him. He knows what it smells like.
Okay.
It's not pleasant, Jack. It's not. But
yeah, wasn't it his own teammates even couldn't be around him or something?
Yeah. He was like a recluse.
But it actually had like rules for it too.
Yeah, he's actually personable, so it's okay. Well, the what isn't it? The Goblin team in Dreadball has like a stench, something like that.
It?
Yeah,
that's where it came from.
Yeah, I think so. But what I like about Boomer is he could be offensive or he could be support with, like, say, smoke grenades, and then the stun grenades is just whatever. It's just it's great. And I mean, on a 5-up. Range 3, he's got to get up and personal. Would be nice, I think, if I don't know why everybody else has them, but why not these guys have some kind of access to the defender shield? You know what I mean?
No.
The fact that Rebs have it, and then now GCPS has it now. Why not? These guys.
Yeah, might as well take everything from the enforcers.
Yeah, right.
They took the jump packs. They might as well take the defender shields too.
So, but that I kind of understand because of the skyscrapers. But I think they should be 1 to 3. So I took Boomer. My Ripper Warlord has a Medipack. So unfortunately, I didn't make the cut. I went to 198. There's nothing for 2 points anywhere that I can give.
Oh yeah, you could take a stimulant shot or adrenaline shot.
Okay, I'll take a.
I don't remember what they do.
I'll take Combat Blades and give it to nobody because they're useless. But
yeah, the one shot. Yep.
You know what? I'll give my. Let's see.
Give Boomer some Combat Blades.
Can't. He's a legend. You know what?
You can't give legends items?
No, you can't adjust them at all.
They did. As is. I'll give one of my commandos the adrenaline shot. For 2 points. Bringing me up to 200 points. What do you say here? Easy Army. I don't know because I scroll too far. 10 troops, 5 specialists, 1 support. 19 VPs.
Same VPs as me.
Yeah. Seems like when everything got more expensive, the Marauders list number of things in there got taken out. So, but this is why you got to play 200 points because I think people playing 175. It's silly. It's insane. It's silly. It's ridiculous.
I conversely, I say that 175. If you were, not getting taught the game, 100 points to get the basics under your belt. But limited models, 175 is like you're waist deep in the water. When you go into on the beach and you walk into the water and you just have to wait for it to crest the balls. Yeah, when you're you go and as soon as it gets over there and you get to the waist, you're like, okay. I think that's 175. There's just enough. You bought a couple models, you're playing, you want short games, whatever.
Well, that's why 150 and 175 are for tournaments to make them shorter because of the way the game.
I don't know, man. We play 200, man. We fly through it.
And I think
you're pro fans.
Yeah. You bet your ass.
And the barrier to entry for to get more people playing in a tournament, because if you don't have all the models, but like Coach
now the
said,
firefight's going to be tournaments, so
200 is the sweet spot when you want to bring the toys, when you want to,
but
really get some special stuff in there.
Right, but the thing is that also too at 200, you got to remember 200 now is not 200 what it was last edition.
No,
there's a lot less that you can take now because things have gone up. Now, I will say that the rules committee with the prices of the points. So, there's a few that we can hem and haw, but I'd say the majority of those points are pretty spot on. But everything is more expensive, like a lot more expensive. So, if you're gonna raise prices, then we have to raise the bar of where we got to go.
Got to raise minimum wage. Oh wait, they don't do that.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But I'm just saying. So, like if we were doing this, like say you're not doing 200, we do 175. you can't take any striders or stunt bots or anything. You can't. You
Yeah,
can't.
it would. I would just drop a. I think my list, if I just dropped a stunt bot, I'd be at 175.
Right.
So there you go.
No,
by,
150.
by your thinking, because just the way the points have shaken out, maybe 250 is going to end up being the hey, home game beer and pretzels. Got the board out.
I mean, you could pay 700 if you really wanted to, but
Well, at that point, you're getting into firefight numbers, right? So-
yeah.
but Deadzone's a better game, so I'd rather play Deadzone. So.
We did 500 points.
No, we did 1,000 points,
Oh, that's right. We did 1,000
and
points.
it took so long we actually had to stop to celebrate New Year's.
It was.
Would you start in January and you had to celebrate New Year's?
It was. That was a lot of models.
Yeah, it was. We 6x4. Well, not quite 6x4 his table, but it was filled.
Right.
It was filled with stuff. We
Yeah,
did it by units.
But that's a cool thing because you get to use every freaking model you have.
Yeah, that's
in
why
that
we did it.
faction,
We
yeah.
wanted to use everything we had for each faction. So.
Right. Right. That's
all the jet bikes and all the goodies. I think you're playing Plague, I assume, and I was playing Forcers.
Yes, I know. There's pictures about that show just how.
Go back to episode probably 990, maybe somewhere in there, of Deadzone the podcast.
Mm.
Before 100, that's when they jumped the shark. Never listened to after 100.
That's when they got rid of the loose cannons and sort of got it back on track, a little family friendly.
Mantic started actually talking to them, and
yeah, the bad boys,
Good action.
boys of Deadzone had been removed.
I wouldn't know.
Put out to pasture.
I've never been asked to be on it, so I wouldn't know. So I think
that's what this show exists. This was the show.
And you were on it. You were on it many times.
No, the new show.
Oh, the new
Oh.
one. No,
We haven't either.
Oh, you were on it. You were on it. The 1 year episode, the anniversary. Big joke, this and that. Oh, we're coming back. You know, remember that thing? You were on it. So shut up.
I don't remember that.
Okay, well, just because you don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Anyways,
that's what a lot of my friends tell me all the time. Just because you don't remember it.
that was Coach's list.
See, look,
So let's
there
just
you
move
go.
on.
There he is.
We're moving on. We're taking a commercial break now.
Taskmaster.
We'll be back with the hate if we have any. I can't bring myself to hate, but I know Coach has got some. So
I have lots of hate all the time.
okay, we'll be back with that shiznit. See you then.
And welcome back to the award-winning team building exercises. We are going to discuss what we didn't take, and then we're going to do some hate, which sometimes it's got to get done. That's how the game's played. People, sorry, we didn't make the rules. Rob, we keeping you up?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna wrap this up. I can't imagine this is gonna take too long. So, Rob,
yeah, we have nothing to talk about.
Rob, why don't you start?
All right, so none shall pass. Go with me on this thing.
Go
All right?
through.
No,
what we
I'm
didn't think.
pulling rank. I'm pulling rank. Here we go. None shall pass. Mark the active friendly model as being effective by this special order. Okay, we good so far? We say, okay, this guy's gonna none shall pass. Give him a marker. Simple. Remove the special order if the ability has been used. The mark model is pinned, or you reach the end of the round. I don't understand that. So you give him the special order, he's pinned, right?
No, it's if he's pinned, you remove it, so he loses the special order.
Okay, special order if is used. The mark model.
So you remove that marker if he uses it, if he's pinned, or if it's the end of the round.
So if he's pinned, you can't use it.
Well, he loses it if he gets pinned.
Okay.
So you put it on a model when it. I don't know. Yeah. Well, read on. We'll figure it out.
Remove the special order if the ability is used. Okay.
Or
the marked
is
model
marked,
is pinned, or you reach the end of
or there's an or.
I got you.
Yeah.
Or
It's
you
one of
reach
those
the end
three.
of the round. So if you don't use it by the end of the round, it's gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
When an
You can't
enemy
keep it.
model moves into a cube adjacent to the marked model, the marked model may choose to immediately move one cube, if possible, into the cube entered by the moving model, which will initiate an assault.
So it's just like Overwatch. Overwatch. What was it called? We were just talking about the other mobbies.
Overwatch. Run.
Yeah, it's Run. Yeah, Overwatch
Okay.
Run. Yep.
A breakaway assault is triggered if the model moves away from the enemy during this sequence. All right, so
The moment he tries, because you could do it when he's halfway through a move.
right. Okay.
So if he moves like 2, and he automatically attacks him, and then the guy has to try to break away.
Right. During this sequence, if after the resolving assault, the enemy model which triggered the special order is not killed, stunted, or pinned, it may continue moving away. Example, if an advance or sprint move was interrupted without causing breakaway, assault, and the...
It's a very complex description of Overwatch Run.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily complicated, and all that for something that I don't even think is very...
It's all right, but it's not... Yeah. Pretty much it just makes somebody that... It's like Overwatch. That's all it is. It's Overwatch, but for combat. It's the same as the other... who is it? Is it GCPS? No. Yeah, GCPS guy who has
the gunslinger.
Yeah, so that one's not this long. So why does this one have to be this long?
Wow, this is
it's really poorly worded, and it's unnecessarily long, and yeah.
So if you get pinned,
put
you
Overwatch
lose it.
back in the game, and it would just solve all this. Yeah, if you're pinned or you can't keep it more than one round, you lose.
See, it just remove the special order if the ability is used, the marker model is pinned, or you reach the end of the round.
I don't know why that's the beginning. That should be at the end of this whole thing.
I think that's what threw me off. But man, this is
it's a textbook to figure out this one ability, which, like Jack said, is not that. It shouldn't be this long. It should be literally if somebody gets close to you, you can interrupt their movement and attack them.
It's not that complicated of a concept, or even mechanically to just parse out. I don't know why it has to be that long. Now, mind you, they didn't even bother, this guy's not in the book.
Well, because
he's just in the errata.
He's one of the new models.
So this is probably the I'm not going to say the beta.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then Rob will say the beta. It made it to
first pass. And they didn't no editor came in and said, "Hey, maybe we can dumb this down a bit." Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what though. Remember, when I was on the rules committee and we had all these convoluted things, and then we brought it down to 2 sentences. That's what this is. But why not just follow suit and keep that going? This is
like Jack said. I think eventually, when it gets into a book, when we see it in the next book, it will be pared down. Yeah. It's just this was I want to get my thoughts out and how this works, and they wrote it like this, and then they're like, well, that's really. Whoever wrote this has a very analytical mind. They have to cover every single base when they write something down.
But a breakaway assault is triggered. A breakaway assault is triggered if the model moves away from the enemy during the sequence. So what is it saying? So if I'm sprinting,
you can interrupt the move. That's why.
Right, but then you have to break away. You can't fight back.
The guy who got attacked has to break away because he's halfway through a move. He can't he can't fight back. He has to break away. I think that's an overly. I don't know why you'd add that into it.
I would just honestly. I think what they should do is just the dude jumps you and assaults you, and you're stuck there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think it should do that, or you could choose. Your movement. You should choose to break, or you choose to break away. You know what I mean?
No, I don't even think you should be able to choose. I think you're right. It could almost like a tar pit where you could use that almost as a defensive measure, where you put it near somebody you don't want to get attacked. You just put them there. So Kalichi's trying to attack your sniper or something. You put this guy in front of him, and he has to stop. He gets tar pitted by this guy instead of getting to fight the other person, right?
Right. None shall pass, but if you roll good, you can pass.
Yeah, exactly. I think they should take away that whole breakaway thing. I think you're right. This should be it interrupts their movement. They stop dead and they have to fight. That's it. And they can fight back if they want to.
Yeah, Dreadball has mechanics already like this.
Is there?
Right. If you pass through the danger, the front, you do
Arc,
something.
Yeah, you can there's obviously more than just one, but there are
you can interrupt something like a movement or something.
I'm sure we could, as the three of us, we could just go and rewrite this to make it a more reasonable chunk. But
I think it's just overly complicated. Like I say, just cut to the chase. What's it do? It stops you from moving. That's it. Don't make it how you can break away. Don't bother. Like, you don't have to have a list. Although, like you said, then it's not. It should be called some shall pass, because some will pass.
Or like maybe it should just be like you know, like a rabbit punch or something, like, you know, like backstab or something like that. Like you're trying to run away and the guy gets you. So example, an advance or sprint move was interrupted without causing a breakaway assault, then complete its activation. Whew, that's
Yeah.
If an advance or sprint move was interrupted without causing a breakaway assault, then complete its activation. Boy, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank on that one.
Yeah, we'll see once someone reins Tolstoy in here and makes some, you know, I can understand in a rule book you have to cover all bases. Some things just get more wordy because things crop up. But this on a functioning level, I think could have been made a nice, solid, fun mechanic that's now turned into what could be, you know, a couple of arguments on the table of what it means. I think it's its own worst enemy.
I also too. I mean, I might be in the minority here, but I don't like stuff like combat that is in an adjacent cube. Like, you know, like something has a size 1 but it's a combat attack. It should be a shooting attack. This is, you know.
Well, this you move into that square though. This is.
I understand that, but you're still in another square coming into that square for free.
Yeah, it's just a free movement. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It just, you know, I'm not too crazy.
It's an interrupt. What it is, I don't like interrupts in the game. I don't think that really complicates Deadzone by making things that's turning into the complications of Infinity when you start interrupting moves. And maybe that's why they got rid of Overwatch.
Maybe that's where
they didn't want to interrupt.
And you know what, Rob? Now that I think about it, that rule is Overwatch, the one you were talking about. Like you know, when you can shoot. I think in the GCPS it's Overwatch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or the guy has Overwatch. Yeah.
The name itself, it's not just like
splat is Overwatch
function. Yeah.
So it's basically like we took out Overwatch, but just to tease you, Jack, here's Overwatch.
Yeah, that's why we were saying that when it turned the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So this
sprinkled in.
I for me personally, you know, I could be wrong, but I don't like the stuff in the other cube. I think if you run through the cube, it's like, you know, maybe you tar pit it, you go in the cube, he has to break away, you have no choice. You know what I mean? Or, you know, there's no assault. So
I think it just should be exact like Overwatch, but it's combat instead of shooting.
Right.
That's it.
And then you know what? You stop the guy moving and you have to fight him.
Yeah, that's what I think. It should be a target.
So now even if he kills him, all right, well, you're stuck. You're stuck there.
That's what I mean. It's you might sacrifice somebody to stop a Kalishi from killing your leader or something,
or jumping on an objective or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot more like it's as a defensive move. It's a lot more interesting than it's just I get to attack somebody. It'd be much more interesting if you tar pit people.
If you have 3 dice, 3 splats, and you just go, okay, this guy's going to go in in that zone of control. He's going to move in. He's going to move in. He's going to move in.
It'd be a lot more tactical. Like that's the thing that Jack always complains about is the tactics get thrown out the window as Deadzone goes farther. There's a lot less tactics.
Especially
and this would be a way to add tactics.
Especially in the defense, they went full on like
it's all about killing. Yeah.
Everything is like full on smashing head to head. There is no thought that, hey, maybe you might want to protect something or do, you know, it was but yeah.
Or looking at the Overwatch description too, it is just as long.
Yeah.
So that's probably where they got it from. Yeah.
So basically, let's do Overwatch, but as a combat version of it.
Yeah.
But the thing with Overwatch though, you still have to be in the cube, and the guy gets to shoot you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's Overwatch anyway.
No, you know what I'm saying. So all right, so I have the splat. I'm in Overwatch. You step in the cube. I get to shoot you.
Yeah. It's
right?
it's because this Overwatch is just if you're getting attacked, you get to shoot the person, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so before you shoot me, like maybe I have a 6 fight, but I have a 3 shoot.
You get to shoot them first, yeah.
But it's still the same cube. This one should be the same cube, and Overwatch should be in an adjacent cube.
Yeah, it almost should be opposite.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know.
Yeah, well. it's an overly long rule. It is complicated, but yeah, bring Overwatch back. I think that's the answer.
When it comes right down to it, there's certain things that I will never drop. One being bases don't matter, and two, I did enjoy Overwatch. But
Yeah,
But now-
those are the two things we wish were in the game still.
But Rob, now I will say though, you just said that you hate interrupts, but Overwatch
I do.
is an interrupt.
But that's it's either all or nothing. You don't
Right.
want some things to interrupt or not. Like if you can interrupt every single turn, that's fine. You can set your guys up
Right.
to do that. Like Jack said, that's a defensive thing. Overwatch is defensive. And they've taken out almost all the defense from this game. It's all about offense.
I think also to make this better, don't put a marker down. Oh, by the way, here you go. Bang! Now I'm gonna get you.
Yeah. So now the guy knows.
Ha
just go around them.
ha! You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna run
That's-
past this more beast. No, wait a minute. No, you're not, because I'm gonna jump in there with you. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And there's no other splat that you have to put a marker on somebody. That's a weird thing.
Well,
It's usually instantaneous. You're like, oh, he's running by me. Okay, I'm going to use this thing.
What about that's like those, what is it, the maglocks or whatever the Veermen have the
yes.
Prey,
or doesn't GCPS
but Prey has a token.
No,
in the game.
no. Where you like put a
The
mine
dead
out.
pack.
Dead pack. You put a mine out.
But that's also those are mines are in the game.
Correct, but what I'm saying is that has a marker, and it
Yeah, but there is
goes
no
there.
marker. There is no token for this whatever this ability is in the game.
Right,
So you have to
know,
just randomly
just
choose
put it-
one of your
no,
tokens
just-
to represent
you
it.
Put a splat on it. That's not, that I'm
Yeah, but
not
that's
worried
dumb.
about. No, it's not. It's not that dumb. I mean, I can get over that. You just hate tokens on the board. That's
No,
the
I
problem.
hate tokens on the board, but I
You hate-
also
you hate
there's no
tokens
other
on the board.
splat that needs a token.
When you
Like, that's
played
what
with
I'm saying.
cards, then you put them on the cards, right?
I
You
put 'em on
did,
the
right?
cards, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
one of those guys. You're one of those communists. So
I hate crap all over my board.
Yes. Under protest, he would put
And if
down
it was-
all the.
yeah.
And you know what's the biggest comment I get? Not from Deadzone, because we put the on the board, but we have, when we play Test of Honor, you have the cards on the side, and you
Yep,
say
I love it.
put it on the cards. Almost every video say, "Hey, we love it, this and that. Why don't you put the tokens on the board so we can see what's going on, because we don't know." You know?
Well, that's for visually, I guess, for playing for
No,
recording
I
it,
get
that's
it,
the
but
reason.
it's like all right.
But
you
I
don't want
hate
them on
when
the
you have
board,
to move a model and you have to bring 800 tokens with them as you move the model. I hate that.
Yeah.
And trying to dead like we were saying, dead zone boards are so hard to get in. And trying to pick up little tokens and
Yeah, I
everything,
get
it's
you.
like terrible. Anyways, that's a side point. Want to
So
go
me and
back to
Jack
what we didn't
wanted to
choose?
announce that me and Jack are having a Kickstarter about having this holographic thing that goes over models in Deadzone. It's just here you go, right there.
Like the surface ability.
No, it's just like a halo that follows him around or something like that.
Like Fox did with the puck in hockey, where you'd shoot the puck and you'd watch this big.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
The
No.
comet.
No. Yeah. So Rob, if you could, please let's return to the format. We've gotten that. Coach, I see he's got it off his
Calm
chest.
down a bit.
So we're gonna go and we're gonna do everything we didn't take, and just
Warlord,
quick.
Marauder, Warlord.
He was in my other list.
Yeah, he's all right. Green Rage. That's a classic. Gives everybody Frenzy 3.
I gotta
Yeah,
tell
he's-
you though, like because the last one I took the Ripper Warlord, then take like a bunch of more beasts and brawlers, and the Green Rage, just it's good. He's great, man. He's great. I don't know how
Yes.
he's a size 2. Also, I'm sorry, I don't know.
And he's only TAC 1 for being a Warlord, but okay.
Yeah, that to me is weird, because you know what, that always stuck in my craw, because it's like he's the dude, right? He's the dude. I understand the Commando Captain, but the Warlord is like,
It's the head.
he was the dude, man. So you know what I mean. So why was he TAC 1? That just because
Well, I guess the Commando.
and the whole thing was, I'm sorry, but the whole thing was, these are not the 40k stupid orcs or the Mordor orcs or whatever. These guys are we came back later on and they started the Mandrake Rebel. These guys are really smart. Why not give this guy, the Green Rage
Yeah,
and
you
TAC
should have
2?
TAC 2.
Give, and then change recon to recon 6+ for the hell of it, but make him have more tactical. And the thing is, the claw, he has frenzy 1, but the claw's only AP 1. That bothers me too. You know what I mean? But he is 26 points, so I kind of get it. But I think that claw should have been, AP2, like ripping apart armor and stuff,
For 2 points more, you can get the Commando Captain, which we all know Tactical Genius is the best freaking splat ever.
Well, it's so good, none of us took it.
That's good.
I don't have
I don't
the
like
model.
them, and I don't believe in them because they're not goblins. So, combat team training, Recon 4+, TAC 2. So he's got the best of all that, and he's got Tactical Genius where he steals other people's command dice to use as his own, which is fun.
Oh my god, that's that can bring you to blows sometimes.
And you're looking at the splats for Green Rage, 1 sentence. Tactical Genius, 1 sentence. By the numbers, 1 sentence.
Well, by the numbers is barely a sentence. It's like
it's a thought, that little puff of thought.
Yeah.
And
you don't need a thesaurus to figure out what's going on.
No, this isn't the specs for a tank. And all of these are good splats. Yeah. Like these are.
Should we just call it "None shall read it"? None shall read.
None shall understand.
I'll tell you what, man. The Commando Sergeant, it's not bad, man. 18
gets a
points
reroll,
by the numbers, and I'll tell you what. So now he's one of those guys that we all hate in the way that you have no choice but to take a bunch of commandos.
Yeah.
Unless
I don't like commandos. But.
Right, but you're going to hoard the board here. But it's a commando, so you think about it. You could take Commando Brawler, right? You could take Commando Skyscrapers.
Yeah, are they called Commando Skyscrapers?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. So there you go.
So that was the thing. All right. So I said, why shouldn't it's a commando with a jump pack? Let's call them Commando Skyscrapers. No, it's not a good idea. Look, Commando Skyscrapers.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Only 18 points too. He's
no, but that's a theme list. You're not gonna take the sergeant and take 6 grunt bots. It's just not gonna happen.
Well, that's what the grunt bot is, a theme list too. You're gonna take a bunch of grunt bots.
Right, but I'm saying, all right, you wouldn't take a bunch of not like.
Unless you're Jack, because he doesn't have the models.
Yeah.
Goblin snipers.
Goblin snipers, because they're goblins. You know what I mean? It's a very.
There should be a goblin leader. Why is there no goblin leader?
There's the grunt bot.
So, yeah, but I mean a goblin leader, so he can give abilities to goblins.
Like, hey, what's going on? Well, there's a list out there.
There is.
And it's not official.
Not anymore.
Doesn't matter.
But the sergeant, I think, fills the niche if you got the starter box and you have a whole bunch of commandos, and you're like, oh, I want to use all these from. I jumped into firefighter or what have you. Then
or if you like the aesthetic of commandos too, a lot of people like it.
But
listen, man. But I can see the allure of going, oh, I've got all these models. It would be fun to make it.
And it would be an effective list too. It would be.
Listen,
it's not like it can be a crap list.
We've talked about this before. All right, a commando's 5.54, right? With a rifle, with just nothing. It's 11 points on a survive of 4. 11 points. Flamer's only 11 points. The HMG's only 14 points, and then the missile launcher, which is explosive frag 3, is 16 points. I'm gonna have to disagree, Rob. I think we've talked about the commandos that they're good.
That's what I just said.
You said you don't like the commandos.
I don't like them personally. I think they're stupid.
Okay, but
that's just me.
Just proves that
I don't like I don't like orcs. I think orcs are stupid. Look,
all right,
look at him. Look at his freaking jowl. Look at that.
All right, first of all, take your bigotry out of the conversation and just
impossible.
Yeah, it's hard. It's ingrained.
No, we've talked about in the past how commandos are good. Like commandos and Morbius
they are good.
Good.
They're too good for what they are.
Yeah,
I think they're OP again.
5 and a survive of 4.
Yeah,
for 11 points, no armor.
Crappy troop.
Yeah,
one of the best troops in the game.
Yeah.
For the price. We didn't take commandos though. I don't think anybody took commando. You took Commando Brawlers, but you don't think you took commandos.
Yes.
What else we didn't take? Rainmakers, which is weird because we all love Rainmakers and Maulers, but we didn't take any Ripper suits.
Yeah, I'm on the other list.
Yeah, the Ripper suits are awesome. We know they're awesome. We've always loved them in the past, but it just didn't happen in this list.
Rampage and Solid, no fire
Rampage,
control.
Who cares? Yeah, they took fire control away from him, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know what though? It's you wanna bring like armor. All right. Well, I got an AP3 for you. Oh, I bring a bunch of guys. I got way to fire.
Frag launchers.
Right. I got explosive frag launchers. The only thing is the Hue Beamer is AP3, but it's heavy.
Yeah, but yeah, your rotary cannon's what you're going to be using unless you're going to set up to shoot a tank or shoot a Strider or a Peacekeeper. You're going to set up to shoot that guy. But
no more gun crazy.
Otherwise, you're going to be rotary cannoning everybody.
Yeah. No more gun crazy. Remember gun crazy? That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good. They nerfed them a bit, but for both of them. And then the Buzzsaw Ram for the Mauler. Knockback is it's always the thing with knockback. It's like you don't want to knock guys back. You want to keep fight them.
But look at the thing is that you get smashed with it.
Yeah, smash is
so
always
fighter
nice.
4, size 2, which I don't know. This just should have been size 3.
Should be size 3. What is a size 3 if these guys aren't size 3? They're huge. What is a size 3 in the game? What else is size 3? Peacekeepers are size 2. I'm really confused about. Let's see. Let's try to find something that's size 3.
You know what? I know where to go.
The 40 mil base is I
Ogre
think
Terminator is a size 3 for some reason.
is the in between catch all. If it was it's a little big. It's a little 40 mil seems to be where a lot of things just sort of get rinsed out into.
Juggernaut's a size 3. That makes sense. I think I haven't seen a Juggernaut next to a Rainmaker, but I'm pretty sure they're about the same size. Because I haven't seen the Juggernaut's new. So,
well, the Juggernaut's pretty big.
But so's a Rainmaker.
Yeah, but
or a Ripper suit.
Juggernaut's bigger.
I don't know. Anyways, point is we didn't take any Ripper suits. They should be size 3.
Mm-hmm.
What else didn't we take? I think that might be it.
No, there's support.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah, gun track we didn't take. The Goblin gun track, and there's also the new thing that was the Goblin weapon team because, like Coach said, that comes from Firefight.
You can't take things that shoot straight. You have
Like
to
a
take
Cubic.
the mortar. Yeah, you can't.
Missile launcher, yeah, they're all right, but yeah, it's hard to get line of sight.
If it was indirect, then that's different. Then you should take it.
A weapon team without indirect is not one I'm going to be taking.
Right.
There's better answers to that because it's 20 and 18 points. I can get a lot better things for 20 and 18 points.
And the gun track moves 1.
And it's 28 and 30 points. You can almost get a Strider for that price. So why the hell would I take a gun track?
No, there's no. I mean, they put it in there because they got the models now. I understand.
It is of size 4 5 HP, so it's got lots of hit points. But
the bursters are size 3.
yeah, bursters. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you compare all these things, they'd be about the same size.
Murder birds are size 2.
Yeah, well, murder birds they spread out. Hulk. We didn't take a Hulk.
No.
Remember, you used to love Hulks, Coach.
Oh yeah, I do. I still do. But I don't want to take the same list that I've taken every other season. So
once again, though, they got a Hue Beamer that's heavy. Hulk shouldn't have heavy. They're size 3. Hulks are size 3.
So, Hulk's a size 3. Look at that.
Do you have a Hulk and a Rainmaker right now within your hand's reach to compare them?
Yeah, but then you're gonna say something about my butt.
No, we won't. We promise. Take those headphones off.
You used to stand up. Check out that butt. Oh,
yeah, I promise not to, but you go right ahead.
I don't make promises I can't keep.
Oh, I just don't make promises.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna edit it.
that's why I have all those promise rings. Okay,
Gaffer.
that's it. That's a
Gruntbot.
Gruntbot. Okay, yeah.
Hulk.
Yep.
Ooh, kind of comparable.
Totally similar. Yep. They're both size 3, right?
I would.
So Gaffer is the stump. Gruntbot's what size?
I think it's a size 3, isn't it?
No, I think it's 2.
If a Gruntbot size, it is size 2. That's bullshit.
The third one.
Sorry, it was exclamation. Okay, what's the Rainmaker? Let's see the compared to him.
Mauler.
Oh, he's huge.
Look at that.
Look, compare him to the guy that is a size 3, the Hulk.
Head and shoulders taller, and look at the wingspan on that. That's like a
Yeah.
747.
Ridiculous. Put it in front of your face. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's
That's
what
a
she
size
said.
3 model.
What is it? The
Look at that
787
size
one
of that.
smashes on the ground all the time.
It's
They
hard.
all should be size 3. All 3 of those should be size 3. Look at that. They're all the same size.
It's a conga line.
Conga line.
It's hard
size don't matter, I guess, to Deadzone.
It's hard to see, but I have rouge and lipstick on my whole.
I
my
know
whole
you
suit.
made them girls.
Yeah.
They're Georgie's
They were
witness.
Georgie's exes.
You gotta give to Caesar what is his. So
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, we're ridiculous. Last but not least, we did not take Chief Momoloka. Oh, poor Chief. He hasn't been on the show in a long time. Is he all right?
he's don't worry about it. He's doing stuff.
Oh, I hope it's good stuff and not
Once
just
you put
dead.
him on a mission, he's he you know what though? You think about it, stats aren't bad, man. Hey, listen, you know what?
No.
You take the chief four across
But
the
he's
board,
twice the price of a skyscraper, and he's pretty much just a skyscraper, right?
but he's got tack 2.
Tac 2, I was going to say, if you,
Yeah, that would add it to your group, yeah.
he's now going to be able to
Yeah.
bump up that tack, and he's still going to have aerial deployment.
Is his stats better? What's the stats?
Yeah.
Yeah, the stats are
Fours.
better. So there's
4 across
fours,
the
yeah.
board, man. Armor
Does he have-
1 and armor 1.
And he has an extra hit point, too.
Yeah. So that's and his pistols are weight of fire 2.
Yeah, it's fun.
So for 28 points, he's priced accordingly, but he's still expensive. It's 28 points.
But yeah, like you say, for TAC 2 and better stats, he's almost worth it in
Yeah.
3 hit points. So
And if you were leaning heavy into aerial deployment, if you
he's got
decided-
armor. Yeah, he's got armor too. Yeah.
he could bring the pain. You could drop him in with some other people, like some of the other.
Especially if you're going for the commando sergeant. He's so cheap that it would be worth it for this guy to be your real command leader, right? Like he's for 18 points, I think. So you're making up by taking the cheaper, and then they have all your other aerial deployment guys who get the bonuses from the sergeant. So yeah.
Well,
And
well,
again, the problem is, I've noticed this a few times. They spelt his name wrong again. Look
Mhm.
at that, Maluka. Come on, we all know his name is Chief Momolunka.
Yeah, they flipped the W upside down was the problem, I think.
It's a shame
Yeah,
that it slips through
They
the
just
cracks
don't-
every time.
when I was there, I suggested we should just spell it different every time the book come out. I thought that would be cool. It would be fitting, right?
Our human tongues cannot pronounce his name.
Yeah, right. It just changes. What is aerial deployment? You can't go in to someone's zone, right, Jack?
A model with this keyword may choose to make an aerial deployment. If it does so, do not deploy it with the rest of your strike team. Once both players have deployed their teams, but before any scout or recon moves, a model using aerial deployment may be deployed in any cube not containing an objective, and provided it has at least 2 cubes away from the nearest enemy model.
So you could drop in right next to an objective. That was my question. Can you go?
But it has
on an
to be-
objective?
It has to be at the highest level too.
Yes, if there are multiple cubes in the stack, it must deploy to the highest level.
No, I know, but like you could, let's say wherever the objective is, you go one away if you can. You know what I'm saying? So let's say
And
it's
you
on the
can't do
ground.
it in the enemy deployment zone. It
Right.
said also,
Right, but you could be one out of it.
as long as you're 2 squares away from any other enemy model, though.
2 squares away. Okay.
So there are some rules, but I'm not going to say that.
Most of the
that's
time, you're
gonna stop
dropping
me
them
from-
on the top of a tower, anyways.
Right.
So that's
Yeah,
you're going to be
yeah.
away anyways.
But so what
But
about
you're right.
the
You could drop them right next to a. You can't drop them on a
Objective.
objective, but you could drop it right next to it if there's no enemy nearby.
Right. And he's got 2 pistols that are range 4. So with
Yeah, not great.
aerial deployment, you're in business. But you see how it is, like, all right, you drop him in aerial deployment, then you do recon. So you can get caught. You
you
can get
you
caught out
could-
there.
you wouldn't choose just one guy and throw him out there 28 points just to Hail Mary and hope you're
before Scout and Recon.
Yeah, here I am.
Because
so you could get jumped. But the reason they do that too is so that you can get closer, because if it's after Recon and Scout, you wouldn't be able to get as close because there'd be guys within 2, right?
Right.
So
basically, you can actually. All right, so let's think about this. Can you scout into a thing that somebody aerial deployed?
Scout.
Let's read Scout.
Gives you your one movement, right? So
no, it gives you a free sprint.
Yeah.
Does it actually say specifically? Let's see.
So if you're 2 away, you might be able to sprint into the
free sprint. A scout may not enter a cube containing another model during this pre-battle movement, but may pick up items.
So basically, so an aerial deployment can drop in. You can scout in the position, go first, and
get right next to
full
him.
model.
Yeah.
So now, see, Jack. Now we're talking tactics now. So you would think you want to drop him in where it is. So you got to think like if you won the recon, and you're doing the.
Is there deployment before you even roll for recon, or before you do recon?
Is it because you're gonna have to.
It's any recon moves. So you rolled recon already.
Right.
So.
Well, you've rolled recon already because you have to because you got to see who goes first. So. Yeah, but
so you'll know if you get to go first, you could be a little bit more liberal with your aerial deployment because you'll get the first shot.
Right. So let's say you win and the other guy doesn't have any scout, you could be really aggressive with it. Now let's say he has, you're doing, say, Pathfinders have scout. All right. Well, I might not want to drop in just there. Maybe I want to jump somewhere that I can hide, or maybe
Yeah, because that's what I said. You have to jump on the top. You have to drop onto the top, so you are out in the open if somebody gets a clear shot at you.
Right, but I'm saying you can also drop down to the bottom. You could pick a cube
behind a wall or something.
Yeah, something where you're going to hide enough, and
But that kind of defeats the purpose of aerial deployment.
Yeah, yes and no, but
you want it first shot.
But you could be in the middle of the board.
Yeah, unless there's a victory.
It matters what division
points or something to be gained from it. People might be thinking,
and stuff,
people might be thinking, hey, he's going to do this, and you're like, no, I just want to get first round. I want to drop a guy like his first move. He's going to be getting 2 points.
Or then you move Boomer up and throw some smoke grenades around the guy, and you're good to go.
There should be an item that you can give people aerial deployment. That'd be fun.
Yeah, but it would be 7 paragraphs long, so let's not talk about that.
But it sounds like we don't have too much in the way of hate. Coach jumped the gun on.
No, there's nothing else I want to talk about.
I didn't jump the gun. I answered the question. I asked the questions that people want to know, that should know.
The thing I hate most about the Marauders is that they're really good, and they're fun to play, and they're really, you can do anything with them. Almost every unit. I think every unit is useful.
Pick a bad unit in this. Go ahead.
I don't think there is one. Yeah.
And
so maybe
the ones that are the best are so numerous in model count. When you go and buy a like when you say I'm gonna go whole hog into this. This is gonna be my strike team. What you get is like some of the best stuff. There's no. It's all. There's no filler.
It's all killer, no filler.
Yeah, if you go just like we were talking about the Commandos.
They're still really good. Yeah.
They're great, and they're so numerous. You can just they're sturdy. They're good shooters.
8 for 88 points.
My favorite thing about the Marauders also is that Pat from Mantic Games, he thinks they've been nerfed so bad that he's so mad about this list. Meanwhile, they're like one of the best lists in the game.
There's nothing wrong. I'll tell you, the only stinker in here, Goblin weapons teams, with the Hugh Beamer and the missile launcher.
But that's only once again because of firefight.
Yeah, but
that's the only reason there.
But that goes back to, like the gun track. You'd only take the mortar because if you take the stabilized Hugh cannon, right,
it's hard because
you have to shoot straight. Now, remember when Deadzone first came out, or let's say second edition came out, not first Deadzone. We were talking, the book, no cards, and you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to play Deadzone anymore. I've talked to generals and sky marshals and admirals, and it's not tactically fit. And then he took a picture. You got that, Rob, right? And then you look at his board, and he had like 2 cubes and a fence. And he's like, "This game sucks." And I was like, "You know what? You're not getting the full Deadzone. You got to add a lot of terrain there. Why are you being so rude to me? Really? You said the game sucks, but we can't tell you your board is that. Plus, you played against your wife, so slow down. Unless she's a tactical genius, then
The third player is the terrain. That's why everything comes with the terrain. That's why. So if you eliminate that, now mind you, if I was teaching someone, it would be maybe in 2 of the corners there'd be a little structure, and then there might be something in the middle.
No, I load the board, man. I don't care.
And a fast game
because you want to show how people die.
Because
I load the board,
it affects the game
so
much.
Nah, if there's a tiger shark in the water, you're going to learn how to swim real quick.
Yeah, okay.
That's the coach way of teaching. But for a demo, we've demoed at Gen Con Deadzone quite a bit actually, and there was terrain, but it was just to show how you go up and down and how this works. And
sparse than we were used to. I got you, but enough where it's covered. A few
but there was like a little bit of everything. We had a bridge, we had a ramp, we had like just everything to show all the different ways you can move. So how to find cover, but you have to have enough to have cover too to show that cover is important too, right? Like it's part of the game. So.
That's the one thing. I never really ever use ramps ever. Like I don't think I've ever built a board with a ramp.
I don't think we really even, but they had been.
No. I'm just saying. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, the whole idea of vehicles can only go up ramps. I'm like, so vehicles can't go up because I never have ramps.
Yeah. It's when you think of what in the kits is available. Yeah, there's an incline 1 inch width thing, and I know there's
there was a triangle one like a 45-degree angle, which you could probably use as a ramp. But when you think about it, like, all right, Jack, you would know better than anybody. I mean, I've watched movies where the guy goes up the stairs on the motorcycle or something. But in when you're fighting, or like, the guy's got like the sidecar, like World War II and stuff, they're not like, oh, we got to get on the top of that building. You're going to ride there and then climb to the top of the building. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I understand that. There's like, all right, we're gonna take the gun track and we're gonna push it up. We're gonna push it up the ramp so we can get a shot. By that time, it's like I got 4 VPs because you're gonna be out in the open. So,
especially since the gun track only goes 1-1 too, so it's goddamn slow.
You're gonna have to burn move dice or shoot dice. One or the
At least
other.
it's not a 0-1. It could be worse. You'd have to sprint to move it all. 0-1.
You would have to just love that model to field it in a dead zone.
Once again, the mortar is great. You don't have to move them. You just leave them in your deployment zone. And you just mortar the hell to the board.
And you know what? That was on the list too. But I'm like, I've taken it so many.
I've taken it before too.
Yeah,
it's expensive though. 30 points is quite expensive, but it is frag 4, indirect frag 4, which is beautiful. Range 10, so you're gonna hit anything on the board. Range 10.
100%.
When you play coach, even if he misses, it ricochets into the proper spot anyway. So I have nothing to worry about when that happens.
Yeah.
Well, especially at the beginning, like you can't miss because there's so much to hit. Even if you miss, you're landing on somebody else.
Or you're bouncing it off the back wall. Andrew still to this day, man. I'm like, all right, so it's going to bounce in this cube. Why? Well, there's a back wall here. There's no back wall there.
Unfortunately, it's in the rules.
No, it's in the rules. It is. Well, that's stupid. Oh, okay, I don't
care
if it's stupid,
but it's in the rules.
It is the way it is. Well, we used to play like it just went
goes
over,
out,
like,
it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think V1 it might have been like that, but
it was
after that there's like a invisible wall around the whole.
And it was like if you get blown off the board, you get blown off the board, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Or we'd also be like, well, I don't want to shoot over there because if I miss, it's going to go off. But if I shoot here, I'll hit something at least.
Right.
Like it was actually more thought about where you're going to drop your indirect.
And the gun track, they shoot on 5s. Not terrible. You have a good chance. What are you going to get?
It's 50-50.
You know what? You throw an extra dice in there, maybe. See, the thing is, like, the heavy mortar has indirect frag 4, but then the stabilized Hue has firing platform 2. Is that the 2 extra dice, Rob?
I can't remember what firing platform does.
You know what? I don't know because I never take anything but a mortar.
There's
Firing platform's not even in the rules.
You sure it's not a special ability?
No, it goes fire control and then frag. That's funny. Somewhere in here, I'm sure, but
It's got to be.
unless they forgot to add it, like they've done other things, they forgot to put in.
could be. I don't see any spotters in this list. Anyone that
No, they
could
got rid of that. Yeah.
make the
No, the GCBS has it.
yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but I would have thought maybe someone would have had something to make that gun track just that much more delicious. Oh, so I can now see that square, not, hey, I'm just shooting. I need, instead of the 2 successes, I could just use the 1 because I've got my spotter here. But
Yeah, fire
Anyways.
control is not in the keywords.
Really?
If it's not in the
No,
keywords,
no.
I don't know where else it would be.
Firing platform.
Fire. That's what I meant. Fire control is. Firing platform is not.
well,
Oh, here it is. Firing platform. It's not in alphabetical order.
Okay.
It's after frenzy.
Okay.
This is not in alphabetical order. That's so weird. Okay.
Maybe because it's in English.
A vehicle fight with a weapon with a firing platform, it gets plus N dice when performed, so it gets plus dice. Yeah. So it's
Plus
like
2
Smash.
dice. So you get 2 dice for something that you can't shoot at things.
Yeah, but you get 5 dice.
No,
Base.
an extra 2, I'm saying.
Yeah, so 5 dice shooting at things. If you get line of sight on something, it's great, but yeah, you're never gonna get line of sight.
Yeah. So this is Eye in the Sky on the Ranger Lieutenant. Reroll any number of dice when rolling to hit a target cube with an indirect weapon or grenade during a shoot action. You may.
Oh,
use
it's
this
a splat.
Yeah. Eye in the
Yeah, I
Sky.
mean, you used to have spotters. There used to be an ability called spotter.
No, I got you.
yeah.
It's gone.
But anywho, we've been
We've been talking a lot about nothing here.
we're making up for the last couple months that we missed by nattering at each other. But we better wrap this up.
Let's wrap this up. Jack, what have you been up to? Have you been doing any podcasts or other such things that may be of interest to the viewers and listeners of Team Building Exercise?
No, just keep them low key. Haven't really.
There's not a YouTube channel about Dragon Magazine that you happen to be doing?
Oh, Dragon Time. Yes.
Dragon
It's a-
Tome. It's Dragon Tome. We're trying to bring people to it, not your jokes.
Hey, I've never joked about a podcast I've been on, not once, and I resent that.
You resemble that remark.
I resemble that remark. Yes,
Look
okay.
up Dragon's Tome. on
Dragon's
YouTube.
Tome, and we are going alphabetical order through all the dragons.
Chronological, not
with-
alphabetical.
We start with Chrome, then we go to Bronze, then we go to.
It's the English way. You don't even do it in alphabetical order. Chronologically, we're going through every issue of Dragon Magazine with Community Pat.
That's a callback.
So look it up on YouTube, please. Coach, what have you been up to on Family Gamer 777?
Not much. It's a
You've been
busy
quiet.
time now. But
football season.
you know what's the worst thing is that we got a bunch of stuff in the hopper, and we haven't been able to edit anything, which is kind of frustrating. But I tell you what,
Isn't that what the goblins are for?
Yeah, I know, but they when they start fighting and stuff, and then they start losing information, and they broke the terabyte the other day, and I had to harsh discipline. But
That's why his voice was like that.
yeah, I've been printing like a madman. I don't know about you guys.
I've got a box of Gray Shame now that's.
I have a multiple bookshelves of Gray Shame, so Jack, you should feel all right.
Well, I mean, Rob, you print like if you don't print, it's a mortal sin. So
Yeah, right now I'm a little itching to print.
yeah,
Although,
Well, do either of you follow Black Magic Craft on YouTube?
yes.
Yes.
Are you plugging somebody that's not us, Jack?
Oh, I
He can't even plug his
apologize.
own stuff.
But
He's plugging some other random person.
He has got a new game on Kickstarter, and to give a little taste, he released one of the models for free. I just printed it out today. It is a dope ass creepy thing with like bat wings.
Oh, those wings? I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, that come up off his feet. And so you want something to print, Rob? Go look Black Magic Craft on Facebook, and you can grab him for free. And
Isn't it Black Craft Magic?
that doesn't make sense.
BCM.
Anyways, is he? I don't want to even say it, but also Mobile Armor Radio. I mentioned it earlier. Come listen to us.
I think it's from Wisconsin. Is that what you were asking? You were going to ask.
Who's from Wisconsin?
I think Black Craft Magic is from Wisconsin.
No, he's from central Canada. I think he's in Manitoba.
Sausalito?
Very similar. Wisconsin and Manitoba are very similar.
Pretty much the same longitude.
Same area, yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna start doing some more stuff. We gotta get through the playoffs.
Well, we look forward to it. We will look forward to your when you do the dwarves. Just before we release our dwarves next month for
I was gonna say,
team
is it
building
the
exercise.
final one, right?
Yes, this is the final one. And we want
I was gonna say what's next, but I think this is it.
Yeah.
We can do a Mercs list.
No, there's no Mercs
we
anymore.
can't.
Remember? Didn't they FAQ it?
Nope. They said they were going to, and they never did.
Wait a minute. Mantic said they were going to release something, and they didn't. Come on, you have too much for the comedy now.
So it's the last one is dwarves. We took this long because Jack doesn't have any dwarves, so this should be interesting next week.
Jack,
surprised none of you guys chose them.
Jack,
you could have chose them.
Well, the only one I chose first, pulling rank, was Asterians and Enforcers. So we had to get that out.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the first one out so we get it out nice and calm, and then we went to the Enforcer episode. But so now, Jack,
I lost my will to live.
How is this going to work next time? I know you're the one who taught me this. So, Jack, in the next episode, we have a conundrum.
No, what's that?
Well, a man of honor that you are, we all know. High standard of honor, upstanding citizen. And you've we're gonna extend.
You better hurry up. Get your talking out. We've already extended this way too long.
Come on.
This segment's been over an hour.
Well, you guys were BSing at the beginning, but anyway, so Jack, as a man of honor, you're
a gentleman, a scholar,
and an athlete. You don't have any Forge Father models?
I have some, and I do have a list created. In fact, I had to prime last weekend. This guy. Spoilers. I had to.
Ogun.
I had to prime him so that I could make my point count. So
Ogun is in the list.
I'm pretty sure I have a bag of Forge Fathers somewhere here, if I could find it, but God knows where it is.
Why don't you just throw it through Jack's window, and then he'll say technically you have it in possession. Did it have to be built? That was the question. Did it have to be built?
It has to be built, not painted, I believe.
On my honor, I have enough Forge Fathers to make a list, but it is even worse than this one that I had to make now. So
it's going to be a lot. It's going to be Forge Fathers, and everybody's having items. Like there's going to be 30 items, and this is going to be the item list of.
Well, you only need like 5 models for a Forge Father list.
Most expensive of every unit, the most expensive.
So yes, I have been able to cobble together.
I actually have all the new stuff.
Wow. I don't have any new stuff.
Yeah.
I need to get a Spectra still. I still don't have a Spectra.
I have 3.
That's where all my Spectras are. You stole them.
I did.
Anyways, we'll see you sometime in the future. We're not making promises it'll be next month, but sometime.
It'll be.
To wrap this thing up before Deadzone version 5 comes out. So, but yeah, until then, I've been Rob.
And I'm Jack.
I'm Coach.
We'll see you there. And hopefully by then we'll get a real rumor from Boomer. Probably not.
Probably not.
Peace.
Bye-bye.